Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Deccan Herald Newsroom, where we are going to discuss the impact of the outcome of Bihar elections on Karnataka politics. The state has already abuzz about the November revolution, wherein various factions in the state politics have been talking to each other, fighting with each other about a possible leadership change. Interestingly, earlier this week, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, K Shivakumar, was in Delhi to discuss the state political developments, and while speaking to reporters, surprisingly he said that there would not be any November revolution. In fact, he said if there were to be a revolution, it would take place only in 2028 when the next state assembly elections would be held. So how do we interpret this statement by K Shivakumar when some of his supporters have been pushing for a power sharing formula which they claim was thrashed out between the CM and his deputy when the government was formed after the last state assembly elections? We have with us today Ajit Atradi, who follows the Karnataka developments in Delhi for Deccan Herald, and my colleague Shemin Joy, who covers the Congress party. So how does we interpret this statement?
See, there is a so-called November revolution may not happen, what K Shivakumar also said and Chief Minister also said. However, there is an indication that there will be a cabinet reshuffle, which Chief Minister has been pushing for long. There is a vacancy in the 34 total sanctioned cabinet members, in which 2 is vacant, and now Chief Minister wanted to remove around 10 ministers and he want to induct the new faces. However, apparently the K Shivakumar, who is look like not insisting of claiming of the Chief Minister post, now is suggesting another his idea to the High Command, saying that the entire cabinet should be total reshuffle on the model of what Gujarat did
so
in
recently.
Saying
that what he is probably, if there is no leadership change,
yes,
then the next bargaining chip is that there should be a complete overhaul of the state cabinet.
Yes.
Council of Ministers.
Council of Ministers.
Okay.
Overall means out of 34 sanctioned, Chief Minister and DK will be remained there, or remaining 32 will be new faces. So according to DK suggestion to High Command, it's out of 32 now current strength, around 10 ministers have served more than 20 years as a minister in various cabinets, since from Bangarappa, Moili and SM Krishna, subsequently Siddaramaiah first term, and K Shivakumar was, his idea is, we want to start preparing for 2028 assembly election and 2029 Lok Sabha election. He has been telling that my aim is to make Rahul Gandhi as the next Prime Minister of the country, so that I have to ready to take any responsibility, in which in this case he is also apparently said his term is 5-year term is over
as the party president.
He also recently said, okay, I am also ready to give up this post, and his insistence is let new phase will come, and as a minister, and old those who have served let them serve for the party, and they concentrate, they enjoyed the power this year, they let party will utilize their service.
So that's an interesting suggestion, Shemin, coming as it does from Shiv Kumar. So it's sort of a Kamaraj Plan in 63, what the then Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu suggested to Nehru after the 62 war, that some of the senior cabinet ministers and the chief ministers, I think around half a dozen chief ministers had to make way. They be sent back to the organization to rejuvenate the party. But interestingly, in this case, the Kamaraj Plan seems to be only for the ministers and not for the CM and the deputy CM. But what do you hear from the Congress leadership here, or people who are managing the party affairs? Karnataka is a very important state for the Congress party. It's a state which they have won with a good margin, a state where they can showcase their policies and schemes, a state where they have gone ahead, implemented those schemes, social sector schemes for women, for the poor, and also conducted a socio-economic survey. In that context, do you think that the idea of having a leadership change has completely been shelved, and we are looking at probably a more overhauling of the organization and the leaders and the state council?
See, whatever happens, you have to understand that Mallikarjun Kharge, a Kannadiga, is the Congress president. He will have a huge say in how the Karnataka Congress politics evolves. At the same time, Rahul Gandhi will also have a say. I mean, it's not like that. Okay, DK Shivakumar, you know that DK Shivakumar is no Kamaraj. Kamaraj can decide that kind of stuff, but like DK Shivakumar can only suggest a Kamaraj plan. Now, when it comes to politics or power, nobody wants to leave power. So if you don't have power, you want to grab it. Now, I don't think Siddaramaiah will also not give it up easily on a platter. Even if he wants to, the people who are around him, his supporters, doesn't want.
But would you say that the outcome of Bihar elections would have a bearing on what happens in Karnataka?
See, again, we have to think, I cannot definitely say this will impact or not. You have to see that Siddaramaiah is the OBC Chief Minister of Congress, the Congress party has. Will Congress take that kind of a risk of removing an OBC Chief Minister and installing, if it is DK Shivakumar or any other person, a dominant person, from a dominant community? We have to see. I mean, what are the calculation of Congress in this kind of thing? We have to wait. I mean, again, does Congress has a better bet than Siddaramaiah at this moment? Is a question.
But
Congress leadership.
It would also depend on the support base of an individual in the legislature party, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. It has to be, one has to get numbers. Yes.
Siddaramaiah has, there's an overwhelming number of MLAs.
Yes.
And aligned to Siddaramaiah.
Siddaramaiah recently hinted, you can't become a CM without the number of support, MLAs. And it's a subtle message to DK. Look, you have number? Yes.
So DK also knows that, during the candidate selection or when the candidates were selected, it was, all leaders will fight for, increasing their numbers. So at that time, DK didn't get that kind of numbers, what in the future which he could use.
Last question, Ajit. It's an interesting situation in Karnataka where, a party which sometimes talks about one man, one post.
Yes.
We have a deputy chief minister who is also the Congress president for a very long period of time. Congress party entered the last elections also under his leadership, K Shivakumar's leadership. Now, wouldn't also be there pressure from the Siddaramaiah camp that if there is an overhaul, then let there also be an overhaul of the organization?
Yes, definitely Siddaramaiah camp have been insisting there will be 3 deputy chief minister. Okay, their main intention is to cut to size the DK Shivakumar, in which DK Shivakumar saying that this cabinet is loaded with the Siddaramaiah supporters and most erstwhile JDSs, those who came from. Okay, his intention is he has been telling that let loyal Congress men should also get an opportunity, and also the youngsters from the newcomers from the Congress. Okay, young faces should get an opportunity. Recently, you please note that the Revenue Minister Krishna Bairegowda and the Health Minister Gundu Rao, they are young faces, were very close to Rahul Gandhi, met Congress General Secretary Organization, K Shivakumar. Okay, nobody knows what they have held a discussion. However, after that, they both have given a statement. You must note that we are ready to give up the ministries. We are ready to go for the party for working. That means there is some indication in the party side that some leaders have to sacrifice for the party, because Congress is heavily depend on Karnataka, because the leadership, the party is command 135 seats, more than nearly 140 seats they have. They don't want to lose this government, and they want this. They are closely monitoring. It's a big stake is there because Kharge is from Karnataka. He is the AICC president. That is the issue.
Thanks. That's a very interesting point. You want to?
I want to add, Ajit, interestingly referred to Gujarat. I just want to say, see, when the Gujarat reshuffle happened, none of us knew. We came to know only when there was an announcement or a semi-announcement. But here, if you want to have a change, there is a lot of halavala. So that is interesting to note. So that is exactly why I think, this may linger on, and the November revolution, I mean, even if it is a semi-November revolution, it may take a little time. I mean, in politics we can't predict anything, but
well, that's an interesting note. We are going to end this edition of Deccan Herald Newsroom. We'll see you again with another topic. Keep watching, and thanks very much for joining us on this edition.